The envelope is already on the table. You didn't put it there, but your name is on it. And you already know what's inside, because you've seen it happen to 3 other people on this street. One of them said no. He went to his funeral on a Tuesday. His mother didn't cry. She already knew. You pick it up. Rank 1. The Halcyon. The loco, you are 14. That is not an excuse. It is a fact. You stand on the corner with a cheap phone and one instruction. Call when you see something that doesn't belong. That's all. No weapon. No uniform, no blood. Just watching the money arrives every Friday in an envelope slid under your door. Enough to buy shoes? Enough to keep the lights on? Enough to make your mother ask fewer questions? You don't think of yourself as part of anything. You are just a boy on a corner. Boys stand on corners. Boys watch things. The first time you call, nothing happens. A police truck drives past. You press send. The truck slows, then keeps moving. Nothing happened. You did nothing wrong. You buy shoes on Friday. Rank 2. The Cobrador, the CIO, LACTO, are now you are older, not wiser. Older, the man who gave you the phone has a name. Says yours now when he talks. That means something. That means you exist. He gives you a second phone. It's in a list. The list has addresses. The addresses have amounts. You go to the address, you say the amount. You wait, most people pay. The ones who hesitate, you don't threaten them. You don't have to. You just stand very still and let the silence do the work. You have learned something important. Power is not noise. Power is the space between words where the other person imagines the worst. You are 20. You have never fired a gun. You tell yourself that every night the money doubles. You send some to your mother. She doesn't ask where it's from. She buys medicine with it. She is alive because of you. That is not manipulation. That is mathematics. Rank 3. The SOLDIE own a gun now. You have not used it, but you carry it the way a man carries his identity. Not because he needs it at every moment, but because without it, he disappears. Your supervisor is 26. He was in the Army for 3 years before the Army stopped paying him enough to live. He is not cruel. He is precise. He tells you, we protect the people here. The government doesn't protect anyone. We do. You have seen enough to know he is not entirely wrong there. Is a man who beats his wife on Kale Cinco. The government did nothing for 11 months. Your supervisor sent to men. The husband left town. The wife is still there. Her children go to school. The system that was supposed to protect her didn't. You did? You don't think of yourself as dangerous? You think of yourself as the only thing? Standing between order and collapse. This is what you tell yourself. It feels like the truth, because no one has shown you a better version. Rank 4. The Plaza BOSSU control, 12 blocks. You have a radio, 2 phones, a schedule, and for men who report to you every morning. You sit at a table in a restaurant that serves real coffee, and you listen to reports. It feels like a job. It looks like a job. You resolve disputes. Somebody stole from someone. Somebody owes something. You decide. People accept your decisions not because you are wise, but because you are the mechanism. You are 25. You have a daughter. She doesn't. Know what you do. She knows you come home with money. She knows you smell like cigarettes and tension. She draws pictures of houses and puts your name on them. The first time you order something, you cannot take back. It is because there is no other option available to you within the system. You are inside. You are not a monster. You are someone who ran out of alternatives. The alternative appeared. You gave the order. You went home. Your daughter showed you the house she drew. You put it on the refrigerator. Rank 5. The regional CIO man, MO, now you travel. Different cities, different names in different cities. Documents that are technically real. Accounts that technically exist. A lawyer who technically works for a construction company. You sit in. Meetings with men who wear good shoes. Some of them work for the government. Some of them are the government. Nobody says anything directly. Everybody understands everything. You move money the way other people move water through pipes nobody sees, arriving somewhere clean, untraceable, useful. You have 23 people depending on your decisions this week, their salaries, their families, their lives running on the infrastructure you maintain. You have begun to think in organizational terms: efficiency, risk management, redundancy, exposure. Your biggest fear is no longer violence. Your biggest fear is an audit. Rank 6. The lieutenant man who used to be above you is dead. Nobody says how. Nobody says where. One day his phone stopped ringing. 2 days later his position needed filling. You fill it. You understand now how the top works. It is not loyalty. It is proximity. It is availability. It is being the person who is still standing when the chair becomes empty. You have a house in a city where nobody knows your real name. Your children go to a school where parents talk about tuition and recitals. You sit in parent-teacher conferences. You discuss your son's reading level. You are the most dangerous person in the room. The teacher is telling you about phonics. You nod, you thank her. You drive home in a car that is registered to a name that is not yours. Rank 7. The cartel, Ladea here, is what nobody tells you about the top. It is administrative. You are not a warlord. You are a logistics problem, every day. Shipments, payments, disputes, betrayals, alliances, politicians, lawyers, accountants. You have people who handle violence so that you never have to see it. The distance is intentional. The distance is protection. The distance is how you sleep. You are the last person who gets information and the first person who gets blamed. You trust no one completely. Not because you are paranoid. It's because you have seen what complete trust costs. You watched it cost a man his children. You make decisions with information that is always incomplete. In a system that punishes hesitation, surrounded by people who would each take your place without mourning you. This is leadership. This is what you wanted. It begins with one name given to one person who is not supposed to have it. You don't know who gave it. You may never know. The arrest is not dramatic. It is paperwork. And in jackets with laminates, a door. Your hands, the lawyer comes. He is calm. He is calm because he has done this before. He is calm because he knows what you are worth to the people. Will negotiate with. You are worth something as long as you know things. When you stop knowing things, you are worth nothing. Sit in a room. The room has fluorescent lights and a table with one scratch across the middle. A man sits across from you with a folder. The folder has your life in it. Photographs, accounts, names, dates. He slides a page across the table. It is an agreement. He tells you the agreement protects your family. You look at the scratch in the table and you understand, with complete clarity, that you were never in control. Not once. Not from the corner at 14 to the chair in this room. You were always the mechanism, never the system. The system is the man across the table. The system is the folder. The system is the agreement. The system does not go to prison. You sign asterisk somewhere. Your daughter still has that drawing. The house. Your name on it. She has been told you are traveling for work. The house on the refrigerator was thrown away when they moved. Nobody kept it. You did not die. That is the most disturbing part. You are alive, in a place that is not a place, with a name. That is not a name. It's protected by the system that arrested you because you are now useful to it in a different way. The corner boys are still on the corner. New envelopes. Your shoes on Friday. Nothing ended. It only changed hands.